And this is the penultimate month. Sorry. So, yeah, penultimate month of the year. Magham. Magham, Phalgunam, done. Next, we go to another year. So, the Subhagru Nama Samvatsaram ends, and the next year will come. Anyway, so this penultimate month is meant to mean Ma Agham Masam. That is, there will, whatever sins that we have acquired, accumulated all the 12 months, an opportunity for us to get rid of that, because Varuna and Surya Bhagavan are said to be, by our Ajurveda Rishis, they are the removers of the sin, and they update our punyam. Arunopa Akamarshana. You come across in the Aruna Prashna. Who is this Aruna? So Mitra, Ravi, Surya, Bhanu. That's why the Aruna is the primary stage of Surya Bhagavan. So Aruna Bimbam, Aruna Gabhasti, Aruna Aruna. So like that, the Aruna Varna is love. Aruna Varna, Aruna means love, affection, preeti, and support. So this Agha is the sin, or whatever that. So all that will be cleansed, and we will become pure. And then we get to Phalguna. So Phalguna Masam, which again a consummation, where you have again, we have got the Purnima and all that is. So anyway, so we are at the Krishna Paksha, Shashti or so, the date where this Arunama, this Maghamasa is on, and tomorrow is Sunday, and so Sundays are the day meant for Surya Bhagavan as they go by his name. So this month we have been seeing so many people performing Aruna Prashna Parayana, then Saura Sukta Parayana, and Aruna Mantra Sahita Namaskaras, Aruna Homa. Oh, lot of activity religious is taking place, and all that will be a strength for Surya Bhagavan, who has started his journey towards the north direction. Uttarayana Punya Kala over, and Ratha Saptami also over. That means the seventh day of Maghamasam positive, he would be turning towards the north, and so picks up the heat and energy, that he will be able to gather more water from ground, and then that water will be multiplied and given back in the Varshakala. So that's why we have got, first of all, the description of the seasons. The description of the seasons and the time, and so many things have been covered in this Aruna Prashna. We are equipped with all that background before we further proceed in the knowledge about the activity of Surya Bhagavan staying in the sky. Who is Surya? Divas Putraha. He is the son of the heavens. So he is a heavenly God. He is not atmospheric, he is but heavenly God, who will be there in the Juloka, in the Juloka, and trying to shed light to everybody, everywhere. That's why Ekaha Suryaha Sarvatra Kantiman Bhavati, and Tamasa Haraha, Tama Apaharta, etc. is there. So because sun is Tama Apaharta, remover of the darkness or negativity, etc., then we have to, as much possible, we have to equip him, energize him, enerve him, and make him added with lot of power. Therefore, in the journey of our Aruna Prashna, we have just completed Apakramada Garbhinya, Yathasthanam Garbhinya. So there is that kind of peace or power where the Garbhinis or pregnant women are not allowed to hear the mantras, because this particular section of the mantras talk about the Aditi, the mother of all gods. See, Adityeha Putraha, another wife of Kashyapa Prajapati is Diti and Aditi. So Diti Putraha, Taitriyaha, they are brothers only. But somehow there is a kind of rivalry between Rakshasas and Devas, and that is a big problem. Danavas love drinks, love women, love negativity, love atrocity, love war. While Devaha, opposite of that, they are very conscious of their behavior because all of them have drunk water. No, they have drunk milk, the amrutam, amrutapaha. So their food is amrutam, their food is ghee, gods. The opposite is there to the Danavas. In fact, it is said, whenever you perform sacrifice, even the Rakshasas also look upon the field of sacrifice and performance and all that. But they are not much bothered about the gods coming, receiving and all that. They don't like it. So what would they like is whatever spilled on the ground when you are offering, and again whatever blood-like things are there, that is to be rejected, so that they will accept. Therefore, because Rakshasas love blood as the offering, so Rakshasam bhagosi, so they separate all the blood portion of that kind of thing to Rakshasas and they are happy. And therefore, the Rakshasas have also got a clarification that they're all called as Kunapaha, Kuna andre Rakta. So Kunapaha andre Raktapanavanu marta irtare. So avariki Rakta andre important. Okay. Then another reason we have last session noted why there is the Apakramada Garbhinyaha, Yathasthanam Garbhinyaha, because the pregnant women are kept away because of number of reasons. One, that Aditi Kashyapa come together, they come in union. Then Aditi gives birth to two embryos, one to kill people on land and other to benefit the people deserving to go to heaven. And in other words, that Aditi has given birth to Martanda, the assistant to Mrityu. Therefore, Chandrama Chaturuchyate. See, we have also got, it's no secret, we are also informed that there are 4 Mrityus every day chasing the people upon the earth, or the what is Agni, Vayu, Surya, Agni, Vayu, and Chandra also is there. We think he's a cool fellow. He will protect. No, Chandrama Chaturuchyate. So Chandra is also the 4th killer. And so therefore the procedure of creation is mentioned in this passage, and hence a precautionary measure, as a precautionary measure, they are kept off. And more of the sons have also followers. 7 of them are there mentioned. And so we get some secret information about Surya Bhagavan. And so that the pregnant women who are going to give children of good order, good growth, good prosperity, and good contribution for the enhancement of the world, so they are just advised to keep off themselves. And on the other hand, these mantras are not supposed to be uttered loudly, and because every mantra contains number of phonemes, syllables, and every phoneme is vibrant enough. Therefore, the vibrations will make very much affected. People say, oh, mantras, I say, no. All mantras, when uttered, have got influence. And you may know that, you may not know it. Supposing you are absolutely healthy, happy, getting all your work done successfully, it is again the work, the phala of the Veda mantra anusthana, Veda Devata Ashirvada, Pitru Devata Ashirvada, and also your effort in order to balance and equalize yourself and avoid the equal and all those things. So now that is over. So this way, in Indian tradition, this particular passage, but people are there who try to investigate and try to give more and more commentary, meaning and all that. But in this session, we don't want to go because our journey is to cover to the end and note about some information about Surya Bhagavan as he is discovered or studied or understood by our rishis. we have been noting that the rishis are responsible for us to get the know-how, the behavior, the family, the social commitment, cosmic energy, cosmic responsibility, etc. of Surya Bhagavan. And therefore, we just to come to know something from each section wherever Surya Bhagavan is idealized. For example, in Saur Sukta, you see Surya Bhagavan's equanimous, equivocal system. I mean, he is amanata to all people. He has no distinction between hut and palace. He has no distinction from small and big people. And he has no distinction. He is samaha. And moreover, Surya Bhagavan is akshetra vitu. He will not claim only one place as his birthplace. No. He has got no akshetra vitu. Similarly, akshetra vitu anavaga, he is one who has access or visa to go through every place in the universe. It is a universal visa that Surya Bhagavan has got, whereby he can go, move anywhere. So akshetra vitu. And in Rudra is again Surya Bhagavan. Therefore, you understand Kshetranam Pataye Namo Namaha. So Kshetranam Pataye Navaga, nobody can claim, any leader cannot claim citizenship in all places. And so Surya Bhagavan is one who is attached to any and every place. So Kshetranam Pataye Namaha. And even in Bhagavad Gita, there is one comparison. Kshetrajna Vibhaga. There, Krishna tells, I am a Kshetra and I am a Kshetrajna. And what is our Kshetra when we consider what is our Kshetra? Dharma Kshetra. So Bhagavad Gita begins. Dharma Kshetre Guru Kshetre. What is this Kshetre? Kshetre Kim Kartavyam Dharmam Kuru. Therefore, here in this particular section, we get so much information. And now we understand Surya Bhagavan is born. So as he is born or appearing upon the eastern horizon, how it is going to be. And he has got definitely three functions. Every day has to go to do, he has got some. And as we have started, there is that Udayana, Astamana, and Apurana. You understand the words. You please note down, these are the important functions of the God. And the same is true to us also.
Yes, sir. Udayana, Astamana.
Udaya, Astamana, yes, and Purana.
Purana, right, sir.
You have to get up, take your breakfast, run to your office, and add salary to your packet. So that is Apurana. And again you return, you retire, go to sleep. So these are the three important functions. You cannot remain not action. Akarma krutu nakopi tishtati. Kurvan eva tishtati karma. And therefore, and Krishna also told us that Janma, karma are complementary to each other. When you have birth, karma is there. When you have karma, you have got birth. So karma balance will give you birth again. And Janma will again attribute you karma. So Janma, karma cha me vidhi. And in between this Janma, karma, Krishna also adds Guna karma vibhagasaha chaturvarniyam maya srishtam. So I have divided people into four categories, like our Veda Rasi, Rig Veda, Edur Veda, Samaveda, and Athar Veda. So like that, we have got even in society 4 division: Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. So they have got the duty, then they are doing it. Thereby, even Surya Bhagavan has got that kind of duty. So now, let us go with the text. I can keep on talking in general. I was told that today in Sanjay Nagar morning, tomorrow probably, they are going to perform Aruna Homa. I will ask Buddhapalli Raghava to post a link for you or address for you in the Sankara Matham or sometime in Sanjay Nagar. They have planned Aruna Homa tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, after Aruna Parayanam. And it will be a fascinating entertainment and observation for you. If Prabhakargaru, if you are free, you can urge people. I will send a link when you are a Buddhapalli Raghava, I must be knowing him. So he stays in Sanjay Nagar. He will be attending. He has been attending that. So they are going Aruna Homa.
Sir, I will go in the morning, sir. If it is given, I'll take
I'll
the
send, yes. Oh, he is there. So he will be able to tell. So that Aruna Homa is a particular procedure. Yakendre Atha Mantraha, Atha Homa, Ho Mantraha. So Aruna Prashna itself has got two divisions, theory and practice. Because the Aruna Prashna Kara or Rishis think that mere theory is no good. You must also have laboratory job. So that the Aruna Prashna will be confirmed, you will understand, you will derive benefits. Therefore, Pushkara Parane, when the golden image is being kept, there's so much procedure. Afterwards, I asked Prabhakargaru to describe the Yajna Sambharas collected and the time taken and all. I have attended one Aruna Homa, Aruna Ketuka Agni Homa performed in the Ganapati temple in Girinagar long back. So I had the fortune, they had collected a tortoise and Pushkara Parnas, lotus leaves, etc. And they were all kept ready because they become the part. Because tortoise is important. They had kept tortoise also because tortoise tells Purusha that you are not the first, I am the first. That Kurma talks to the Purusha, Hiranya Purusha, that Hiranya Rukma Purusha, that I am first, you are next. So thereby the garvam of the Purusha gets subdued. Therefore, tortoise is the root, is that. That's why they say that Nakur Mamasniyat, never you should eat a tortoise. You may eat anything in the world, including the lizards or anything like that, but never a tortoise. There is nothing, no flesh in tortoise, only shell. So anyway, so that's why Aruna Homa and Aruna Mantraha, these are the two clubbed in these things, so that Aruna Prashna is a composite situation where you have mantra and you have got tantra procedure. Trishavanamudako Pasparsayita and Janudagni Uttara Vedin Khatva. Like that, the details of the ritual also is given. And because Surya Bhagavan, why you should think of Surya Bhagavan more? Because he is the complete reservoir of all water available in the world. And he is the complete resource of all kinds of Agnis available in the world. But actually, Agnis have been divided three varieties by Yajurveda Ritviks, mainly. Amadagni, Kravyadagni, and Ahavaniyagni. Amadagni, who burns corpses, Kravyadagni, who prepares food for the departed souls, and Ahavaniyagni, who carries oblations or food for the gods. And apart from these three main divisions of Agni, we have more that. That's why Nachiketa, Madhyam Chinvanahaka, Madhyam Chin, that's we are going to get noted. But here, why I am talking is the Surya function is three. One is to get up, to set down, to set himself down, and meanwhile, karma. What is the karma? Apurayati. He has to fill up again because he gets exhausted by the time the evening falls in. That's why you see. But even that Aruna Homa, Aruna, Surya Bhagavan does not show as much glowful and beautiful and fresh when he rises in the east in the morning. So fresh and same will be at the time when he sets up. That's why beautiful. That's why Arunatara Surya Bhagavan, we have to compare ourselves like Surya Bhagavan. On the opening time, how you look, at the evening time when you go to sleep, then also you should be like that. Means that you have to maintain yourself so successfully that you don't have regrets when you retire. No regrets when you retire, no regrets when you are born up. That's why people get up, but they don't leave the bed. They are wakeful, but they don't leave. These are all human problems. But if you want to be a disciplined yogi or anusthana para, no, you spurn the bed right in the morning when once the sleep come to conclusion and work for something like Surya Bhagavan. He doesn't take time to spread his light. The moment he's there, it is just visible like that. So now I think I have to do the Yosau Tapannudeti. Alinda Hedona. Om Yosau Tapannudeti Sasarvesham Bhutanam Prananada Yodeti Mamama Pran Mame prajaya pasunam mama prananada mama prananada yodhaja asau yo astamiti sarvesham bhutanam prananadayastamiti mame prajaya pasunam mama prananadayastanga asauya apuryati sarvesham bhutanam pranairapuryati mama prajaya pasunam mama pranai apurishta. Beautiful. I love this particular because when you can never be indolent, when you are out, you should work. When you work, you should retire, you should take rest. So rising, working, resting, when these three functions or vyaparas are going on, you are very much healthy. Surya Bhagavan does it. We only request him, Baba, what you do, allow us to do the same thing for us. Let us get up early, let us go to office, let us do some work there to fill up our bellies and more. Then we retire, we come home, we retire. And during the retirement and raising, we let us have a good sleep, good rest. So that is the course of life. And Martanda is there, he is not much bothered. We always start complaining about the Martanda Surya, but we don't see him at all. Because this particular Martanda Surya comes into action only when deluge to happen. When Mahapralaya to take place, then Martandas are highly vigorant and active. That our Puranas describe. Who would be that? So there will be 12 years sunshine, 12 years wind, 12 years rain, and all through the time Surya Bhagavan is a Mahamartanda. That's why Martandaya Vidmahe. So Martanda is one, that is Mruchu Devata, assistant. But for this Martanda, there is no. So Paramartanda, we are going to get about the Martanda reference also. So that way, in that Sukta, we come to know that Aditi has got 2 embryos in her womb because of her love to her. So thereby, already it's a pre-planned one by Bhagavan, by Ishvara, that and this should not get admixed. Those people who give promotion should not dispose that. So the people who promote you are different, those who condemn you are different. But anyway, here I think, and how is this coming up? Asau tapan udeti. Tapana is working, is a heat, energy. So he will get up with the tapa. Tapas is the heat energy. So the breathing activity and all that, oh Surya, and so tapan udeti, when he gets up, so sarvesham bhutanam prananadayo deti. He has got big loads and carts full loads of prana of people on the earth and everywhere, and he has to bring them back again. You can imagine the luggage. You see only Surya Bhagavan, but the Rishi sees the carts of pranas that are being following him, and that is being automatically updating and distributed to all people in the universe. That's why prananadayodeti bhutanam. He doesn't talk about the pretas. He talks about only the bhutas. Therefore, bhutanam means whoever are living, pranigalu, pranigala life matra matte hinde kutbittane. He will not have any kind of partiality. However they are, with that they get up. Therefore, prananadaya udeti. And again, Mame prajaya ma pasunam ma prananadayo dhaja. So the praying me, the devotee, the man is so good, not only he has to be restored back the prana or energy or activity as Surya Bhagavan rises, also to the Pashunam. So man also is a Pashu. Pashunam patim papanasham suresham harisham. So Surya, Ishvara is again Aruna. Aruna again Rudra. Rudra again Surya Bhagavan. Anyway, these are all the various aspects. So thereby, so you can imagine the amount of work and distribution which Surya Bhagavan has to do instantaneously as he tries to appear upon the ground. Now, Surya, he has given back the life that has been taken away by him the previous night. And he sincerely gives that life back. Therefore, day by day, we do see a lot of changes in the body conditions. Health miss agiravaರಿಗೆ health ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Those people who are not well, they become well. Those who are well, they may become. So all kinds of changes do take place during the night time, because and he during night time his presence is not there in any area of the. Then there will be some problems. That's because problems means there are all the advantages for the roga and rakshasas. ರಾತ್ರಿ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಗಗಳಿಗೆ ರಾಕ್ಷಸರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಷ್ಟ. All emergencies crop up only in the night mostly, not during daytime. Daytime Surya Bhagavan protects. Nobody has got fear to move in the daytime. Only the night time, the rakshasas, and moreover rakshasaha kuta yodhinaha anta. They get a lot of power and cooperation from other rakshasas, so they want to avoid fight in the night times. So Ratri Yuddha is banned generally, but for Hiranyakasipu and Narasimha Swami, Ratri Yuddha did take place. Therefore, Narasimha Swami had to exit. He is a divine and Rakshasa is, but ultimately he said that 1,000 years they fought each other. So that is the extraordinary energy. So Mamama Prananadaya Udagaha. Udagaha is rising. And while you are rising, Napka Marti, we are trying to remember or remind again, Surya Bhagavan, not only you come with the life of us, but also animals, also all Pashus. So thereby, the entire Jiva Loka upon the earth becomes active. And when they are active, you can again guide them. You can show the pathway. So again, the same is the rule when he goes to sleep. Asau means Asavai Adityaha. I am Adityaha Asau. So they don't want to take the name of the Surya. That's why that's indirectly, because Avarot Shapriya Vahi Deva. God's Lord don't like what is direct. They like what is indirect. Therefore, we say Asavadityo Brahma. We say Asavadityo Brahma. So Asavaditya is recognized there. We say Brahma. That means we take water and make one perambulation with water when we do Sandhya all time. So that is the significance, because Aditya has got to be made cool and so that he will be. Why do we do Rudrabhishekam? Rudra is heat. Already plenty of cool is there with Rudra, but still, because the serpents are cool, the moon is cool. On his crest, there is Ganga river, Gangamma, and he is in Himalayan mountains. He is moving there only. So anything concerned, but that's why Rudra, Shiva, is always perfectly white. Siti Kantha. When Kantha is Siti, the person, his complexion is totally Siti. And so Vishnu takes the black, brown, other color of the skin. Anyway, Asauyastameti Prananadayastanga. Then next one. So Srinivas Garu Chapani, Mame Prajaya Ma Pashunam Mama Pranaira Purishta.
Mame Prajaya Ma Pashunam. Sir, I think, Mame Prajaya Ma Pashunam. Mama Pranaira Purishtaha.
Asauyo Pachiyati
Sarvesham Bhutanam Pranera Pakshiyati. Mame Prajaya Ma Pashunam. Mama Pranera Pakshishtaha. Amuni Nakshatrani Sarvesham Bhutanam प्राणैरपप्रसर्पन्ति चोत्सर्पन्ति च मामे प्रजाय मा पशूनां मामम प्राणैरपप्रसुप्रतमोऽसृपता.
You see, the passages go like that because after all, Surya Bhagavan is also a man. And he must have followers, parivara. You may call them as his sons or followers or anybody you may call. So you are going to get the idea that Surya Bhagavan is not alone, because he has got along with him the other things as the 7 things. So he has got the stars, or so the units of time, months, fortnights, etc. We are going to get them. All 7 of them, they're all his companions or children, because he is taken as a garbha. He is called Divasa Putraha, Apam Garbhaha, or Ratrer Vatsaha, Punya Sweta Aditya. Well, these are all the names which will tell you that Surya Bhagavan is also a birth-ridden Paramatma. And that is to say, become fresh again and again and again. So in the same manner, we say, Sadhyo Jatam Prapadyami, Sadhyo Jataya Vai Namo Namaha, Bhave Bhavenati Bhave Bhavaswamam, Bhavodbhavaya Namaha. So that particular passage tells you that he is a Sadhyo Jata. Sadhyo Jata means he is always fresh. There is nothing not fresh at all. So you must only go back to such teachers, such gurus and such gods who remain fresh always, not showing any inch of tiresomeness or disgust on their face. That's what I tell doctors. Those doctors who start their clinic at 9 o'clock in the morning, check the first patient. 1 o'clock they close the clinic. At that 1 o'clock also patient will be there patiently waiting outside. In the same tempo and interest, that patient also to be. Then that doctor is a good doctor, because they should not lose tolerance and patience. Before they examine a patient, they should be patient enough to check everything in detail and see that appropriately attention is given to him. That's exactly what is the Paramatma, Surya Bhagavan also. Surya Bhagavan never says no. He always encourages everybody. That's what we find in the Saura Suktam also. Charmeva ma gumsi. See, the entire mamsam in our body is being harmoniously covered up by the charma. There is no dent or there is no swelling. And it's such a sauce, uniformly smooth and attractive, that you never know what is inside. But another important thing, because of Surya Bhagavan, the Bhagavan is not seen something like the bone inside our body. You see all parts of in our body, but bone is not visible at all. Bone is a secret item, which was the foundation. Bone is the foundation of our entire body frame, and therefore bones are not visible. That's interesting. We see that. And bone, you get it in Aruna Prashna, Prabhakargaru, that why bones are not visible is also a question asked, and answer is provided by the Rishi. Very interesting. So we don't get that idea. How not we see the bones? We don't see the bone. For to see the bone inside, we must want X-ray. See, that means you can't name the ray that is able to tell you about the bone conditions inside the body, etc. So anyway, here, say prananadaya stang, the same thing is a rule for the next one also. Asauya puryati sarvesham bhuna. So what he does to him, he does to all beings in the world. That's what Doddavaru nam Gurugal ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. What you do to you, do to God. What care you give to you, give the care to God, because you and God are not different. Because man is equal to, I've been telling, man is equal to God plus mind. But if the man is able to monitor the mind, the God element becomes exposed and more. If you pay more mind only, God slows down. If you care your mind and try to control and discipline that, then that's why Krishna always hammers the head of Arjuna. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಮೈಯರ್ಪಿತ ಮನೋಬುದ್ಧಿ ಯುದ್ಧಸ್ವ ಭಾರತ. ಮೈಯರ್ಪಿತ ಮನೋಬುದ್ಧಿ ಯುದ್ಧಸ್ವ ಭಾರತ. ಯೋಗಿ ಭವ ಅರ್ಜುನ samatvam yoga uchyate. Because tomorrow I'm going to speak on this, what Bhagavad Gita can teach us. So my head is little aware of green with the ideas of Gita. So Krishna is not different from Surya Bhagavan. So Surya Bhagavan comes down. Rasmimantam samudyantam devasura namaskrutam pujayasva vivasvantam bhaskaram bhuvaneswaram. How beautiful it is. ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ವಾಲ್ಮೀಕಿ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅಪೀಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂದ್ರೆ, Surya Bhagavan is Rasmivan. He has got thousands and thousands of rays, light rays. And every ray is a Rushi, every ray is a mantra, every ray is a tantra, every ray is a knowledge, every ray is a detector. So that's why ಈ ರಶ್ಮಿ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಸೂರ್ಯ ರಶ್ಮಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. So ultimately all rays are that. When the inventor comes to name the ray which tells about the bone, he simply said X-rays. So like that, I think, so sarvesham bhutanam pranaye apuryate. Apurana andre gets filled with rays of enthusiasm, with rays for himself, in order to rise up on the horizon once again. So thereby, even Chandrama also depends upon Surya Bhagavan. That Ama is the ray in which Surya and Chandra live together all one night per month. That's what we call Amavasya. So Purnima and Amavasya are very important tithis in our calendar. Therefore, our Rishis have designed a beautiful sacrifice. Actually, the Yajna concept or Yajna performance begins from Darsa Purnamasa sacrifice and merges in Ajurveda with the last Homa is Yajna is Pravargya. So Pravargya is Moksha Sthanam and Darsa Purnamasa is the beginning Sthanam. And the remaining 10 sacrifices sandwiching the Pravargya and Darsapurnamasa are for our material comfort, prosperity, and spirituality. And Agnichayana, more so, is a very important sacrifice of the sacrifices, where you are building a fire altar in the shape of a falcon. Therefore, Subarno Sigo Rutman. So the number of every brick used in that is a matter of great divinity. And therefore, Ilenerse asauya apuryate mame prajaya vapasunam. Same thing, it's easy for us to by heart. Same formula applied. In each under this set, we have the variant functions of Aditya being mentioned. The exceeding Mahatma of the great activity of Surya Devata has got, I told you, Udeti apuryate, and which refer to his daily physical action, which is in experience visibly to all. So everybody has got this kind of busy. That's why people say, I am busy. What do you mean by busy? That means you are to get up, you have to travel, you have to move place to place, and you have to stay, and you maintain whatever you want to do it. Then you should come back. So there is that kind of perambulation, simple harmonic motion, filled with full work. Therefore, what is true to God, Surya Bhagavan, is true to all Pashus, all beings in the nature. And again, so this apachiyana, udeti apachiyati, and astameti. Apachiyati is a wonderful idea that the Surya Bhagavan, as he is rising, setting, and filling up all that, he should not deprive anything for the people. Because there may be some kind of depriving, that is loss. So they should not cause any loss, but rather grant gain. That's why you observe LIC people keeping the emblem. Yogatshemam vahamyaham. The folded hand, the opened hands, Anjali, and there is a fire about, and then they've got the motive, Yogatshemam vasamyaham. And just to I saw, our Prabhakargaru has spent one beautiful cover page of an interesting book regarding the cosmology and all that. And he knows the content. We know only the cover page. But still, the cover page will talk about the content value. As I could observe, there is a lotus. There are two flowers. You can open and see the lotus leaves. And over that, there is Agnavidhi, the Surya Bhagavan. And then over that, there is Agni. That is Surya Bhagavan. Which means that no lotus well grows in clear water, clean cluster, clear water. Lotuses never grow, Prabhakargaru. But only in the muddy water, only in the dirty water, lotus comes.
Yes, sir.
So samsara pankam. That's why in Lalita Sahasranam, you see samsara panka nirmagna samudharna panditayai namo namaha. అమ్మవారు ఎవరు అంటే సంసారము అనేటువంటి బురద నీళ్ళల్లో ఇరుక్కున్న వాళ్ళకి నిర్మగ్న ಅಂದ್ರೆ సంకింది పంక ಅಂದ್ರೆ బురద. ఆ బురద నుంచి బయటికి లాక్కురావాలి అమ్మ. ఎవరిని ఏ రీతిగా తీసుకొని వస్తే చిక్కుతారు అని అమ్మవారికి తెలుసు. సో సముద్ధరణ అంటే ట్రైంగ్ టు బ్రింగ్ దెమ్ అప్రాప్రియేట్లీ హెల్దీ, నాట్ అఫెక్టెడ్ ఇన్ ఎనీ మేనర్, ఇన్ ఎ పర్ఫెక్ట్ మేనర్. So samudharana pandita andre clever scholar having the know-how. Evarini ఏ రీతిగా ఉద్ధారం చేయొచ్చో ఆ రీతిగా ఉద్ధారం చేయాలి. Because our life is only meant for uddharana. So in Aruna Prashna, you get a beautiful instruction. ఏమన్స్తుందో ఉద్ధృత పరిభూతాభిరద్భిః కార్యం చ కుర్వీత. I think tomorrow you are going to see the uddhrita paribhutabhihi. Means that which brings the water down up is called uddharani. Our English, our nodal, our Gottilla English people, they translate it as a sacred spoon. Number of spoons are there, tablespoon, teaspoon, that spoon, this spoon, but they don't have sacred spoon. But we have in India, that's purely Indian utensil or vessel. So they say uddhrita paribhutabhihi. So always you should lift water up from down and putabhihi and sanctify the water and then use it for the divine purposes, spiritual practices. Uddhrita paribhutabhiradbhihi karyam kurvita. Karyam andre the rituals, the rites, the religious programs should do. That's why ఒక్కసారి మనం ఆచమనం చేసిన తర్వాత the ఆచమనం water is discarded and you have separate water from kalasa నీళ్ళు. Because you worship the water inside the kalasham. Ka is water, la is to bring, sha is to rest. So in the vessel where you bring the water down and reserve and then worship and make it sanctified. Puta abhi. So kalasha water is puta. And again, so pulema charanam pavitram vitatam puranam yena putaha tarati pushkrutani tena putena atipapmanam tarema. Oh God. So I have asked Prabhakargaru to talk to us on the mantras which are meant for Ashirvada and Mangalaharati and so on. So that mantra by itself has not got anything to talk. But we have to make the mantras talk inconvenience to us. Therefore, so let us please repeat. Amuni nakshatrani, please repeat. Odi?
Amuni nakshatrani
Sasarvesham
bhutanam pranera prasarpanti chotsarpanti cha.
Continue.
Mame prajaya ma pashunam ma mama pranera prasrupatamotstrupata.
Continue.
Ime masascharthamasascha sarvesham bhutanam pranera prasarpanti chotsarpanti cha. Mame prajaya ma pashunam Prasupatamotsurpata
Continue.
Imarutavaha
Rutavaha.
Imarutavaha
Hmm.
Sarvesham Bhutanam Pranerapaprasarpanti Chotsarpanti Cha Mame Prajaya Ma Pashunam Mama Pranerapaprasupatamotsurpata Ayagam Samvatsaraha.
Stop here. So let us know. You understand, Surya Bhagavan, not only he should take the initiative to put us back with life and activity and make us get up and get down to set ourselves down. Also, his other companions are there, who are, because though he look alone, but he has got accomplice. That's what. Who are those people who can be along with him, who will perform the act of making people rise up, work, and resort to rest and have the activity. So in that spree, you come to know that, note that if there are other things, not diminishing that, we have got these things. Who are these? Look at it, Nakshatrani 1. Then you have got Masaha 2, Ardha Masaha, fortnights. Then Nimeshaha, Trutihi, then Rutavaha, the seasons. Ultimately, you come to the word Samvatsaraha. Samvatsaragum. So after Samvatsara, what is the composition of that? Ahaha Ratrihi. So these are all taken to be the part and parcel of the personality of Surya Bhagavan. Chanagidendri, Srinivas?
Very interesting.
So how beautiful is the idea? We should like, because we only see, no, sun cannot do all things. There are so many assistants who will give you assistance. The director of the office cannot do anything. You only sign. The actual work is put up by the employees.
Accomplices and
companions. So that is the divine administration and divine Surya Bhagavan's office. We understand like that modern way. So in Surya Bhagavan's office, we have got Nakshatraha. What is the job of that? Sarvesham Bhutanam Pranaihi Apaprasarpanti Chotsarpanti Cha Mame Prajaya Ma Pashunam Mama Pranairapapra Mosrupata. So this is a prayer for the stars. These stars have dim light in the daytime and bright light during night time. Is it not? Because they respect their boss who is present on the daytime. And when once the boss is not there in the night, they can be bright and they can come to something like duty doctors. See, doctors are there, but they are aware of in the daytime. But duty doctors are there generally in the night time. They attend to cases. In case the emergency is too big, they only call for the day doctors. Is it not? Like that, I think. So here also, the Nakshatrani, day and so the prayer is that have dim light in the day, enjoying the life of all beings. So we can always make our movement, even the starlight, after 12 o'clock in the night, when there is no, then there is dull moon, starlight also will be helpful for us. In fact, I remember we have walked in a village crossways in Dharwar at a village going towards Hubli in that starlit night. So not moonlit nights. So we are seeing dim, but it's visible little. So that's why we make a prayer here. Oh Nakshatrani, please do not disappear, taking away the lives of me, my progeny, my cattle, and all people living upon the earth. Chanagidya prayer?
Yes, sir.
Ishtondu stretch idea, we don't generally get it. We think only Surya Bhagavan doing it. No doubt. Signature is only of the boss. Before the signature of the boss on your file, there are so many workers there. Something like our life. Chitra is the case worker for us. Chitragupta is office superintendent. And Yama is the boss. And Shiva is the Sarvabhuta. Shiva is the super boss. So this is the administration of our own activity upon the ground. So that's one thing. And again, we go to the Amuni Nakshatrani, all, and what are they doing? Prasarpanti, Apasarpanti cha. So Prasarpanti means they go away, having the light dimmed during the day. Utsarpanti means have their time, have their light spread little brighter during the nakshatra. Therefore, we make a prayer, O nakshatras, please do not take away our things. So in the same manner, we have got the prayer done for the time, units of time, months, fortnights, rutus, the seasons. And next mantra is for the ime masaha, ardha masaha cha. So masaha and ardha masaha. So masa has got two divisions. One is 30 days. Our 30 days are divided into 15. So 115 will be bright sun, bright moon, and another 15 will be bright no moon. So moon is making the night, and sun, of course, is same all through the days, but still he depends upon the seasons. Sun also has got a variance in his power, a variance in his light and variance and all that. Therefore, sun also is not completely independent, but he depends upon his followers. As you see that, Rutuna Nujyamanaha Vinanadabhidhavaha Undu. Amele innondu statement ಏನಪ್ಪ ನಾನಾಲಿಂಗತ್ವಾದ್ ಋತೂನಾಂ ನಾನಾಸೂರ್ಯತ್ವಂ ಅಷ್ಟೌ tu vyavasita iti. So nothing is kept secret for us in Aruna Prashna. Prabhakargaru, everything is given to us. Only thing is we have got to catch that up. Therefore, ili masaha, ardha masaha. So the fortnights, 15 days, one unit. And so 15 to every 15th day, there is a change. And that's why 2 15ths will make the transition. The Sankranti and Heltivalva, every month we have got Sankranti of Surya Bhagavan. And of all the Sankrantis, we pay importance for the Makara Sankranti and also Karka Sankranti. Karka Sankranti begins the Dakshinayanam, Karkatakam, and in the Zodiac sign, in the Bhachakra, and in the Makara Masa, or the Makara whole month, he will be picking up the heat, light, and energy. You can observe everywhere, light will be bettering, and therefore daylight saving changes. Probably in America, next month they will have daylight saving. Again, they will be having the change in time. But in India, we are so normal. We never care the difference of time. As we observe, Calcutta timing is different from Bangalore timing. At least there is 1.5 hour difference between Calcutta and Bangalore. But this 1.5 hours, 90 minutes, we don't care in India. So our clocks are universal in India. That's why Indian Standard Time, Greenwich time anta hakunti. So, but India time variance illa because ellaru constant agi same irtare. But the other countries, they have their own problems because of the weather. Winter months are different, spring months are different, and look that. So here, masaha, ardha masascha, and the same thing. So masaha is turning the same. The months and fortnights, the remaining portion can be construed. So like that, they're all like that. Next we come to Rutavaha. So, in India, in Bharat, we have got 6 seasons. Each season is 60 days. But in Western countries, there are only 4 seasons. Each season is 90 days. Therefore, here, Ima Rutavaha, you are there constantly. Ima Rutavaha, Sarvesham Bhutanaham Pranairava Prasarpanti Chotsarpanti cha Mame Prajayama Pasunam Mama Pranaihi Apaprasrupata Hamosrupata. So this is our request. Apaprasarpata Utsarpata. So this is the thing, Apasarpana and Utsarpana. So this is the action that is constantly going on. The application of means that is, the seasons are requested not to take away life, but keep them remaining balanced in people. Because Prana is important. We have got Panchabhutas, I mean Panchapranas. What are those Panchapranas? Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udana, Samana. And again, we have got the influence of or content of Panchabhutas. So next month, we have got one beautiful lecture on Panchabhutas by a scholar from Haridwar. We have to wait for him next month, third Sunday or so. We'll have a talk on the Panchabhutas, the 5 elements and also 5 vital years, how our prana is being conducted, governed, and etc. And that will be going to a beautiful lecture, I think so, because she is also our Adhyayana Kendra student, but she's a professor of Department of Healing and Curing and etc. Puranic and so on. Let us see. So like that, why I'm telling is that Rutus also are important. Our mind also depends upon the seasonal changes. In winter, your mind is different. In summer, your mind is different. Therefore, we are not at all constant on land. We have always the variance. So ultimately, what is the unit for everything? Ayagum samvatsaraha sarvesham bhutanam pranairava prasarpati yotsarpati cha mame prajaya ma pasunam. Ili prajaya anta idi tappodu, so correct madkobeku. Prajaya irbeku. Mame prajaya ma pasunam. Artha change agate. Mama pranairapa apaprasrupata motsrupata. Do not contract, do not increase. You have to prasarpati, you get moving. So samvatsaraha, the samvatsaraha is important. We measure time with year, and year is the main event, main unit. So year by year we talk about it. Day by day is another one. So because samvatsaro vapa mayatanam ayatanavan bhavati, yes samvatsarasya ayatanam Veda ayatanavan bhavati yo vai. So ultimately in that yopam pushpam Veda, yelling now hogidhi, I'll go under samvatsaraha. After samvatsara, then we get into Nava. Yop sunavam pratishthitam Veda pratyeva tishtati. Estu chennagide andre. So when you, every year by year, what is we want is see, yopam ayatanam Veda ayatanavan bhavati, and apo vapam ayatanava pushpavan prajavan pasuman bhavati. So when we are on the land, what are the 3 things wanted by us? One is Pushpavan, Prajavan, and Pasuman. Pushpavan means you should have the spiritual wisdom, spiritual practices, and higher up knowledge, high knowledge. That's what in the Taittiriya Upanishad also were indicated there. Acharya anusastri eke chasmat sreya gumso brahmana tesham tvayasanena prasvasitavyam. So the guru will never say that he is complete for the student. The guru has got such a beautiful general ethical generality. He says to student when he becomes graduate and goes away from the institution, Baba, if you find better gurus than I, what I know, little. If there are some gurus who know better, tesham tvayasanena prasvasitavyam. You should trust them, give them honor, and learn something there. I am not affected at all. I become happy. Sishyadichet parajayam is our rule in India. So, if Shishya grows bigger and richer and all that, it's all because of the teacher. The lamp gives room to other lamps. Like that, the Guru Shishya Sambandha is beautifully portrayed in our Taittiriya Upanishad. Again, Yajurveda, Krishna Yajurveda thesis. So here, also said that Samvatsa Pushpavan. Pushpa means a completely bright, shining, attractive, scented flower. And to get one flower, we have to wait for good soil, good water, good manure, good sunshine, and good moonlight. So each flower is a product of 5 natural elements. Depending upon the supply of all these things, the flower will be shining, glowing, blooming. That's why it's called flower bloom santare. The word bloom in English, you have got very good idea. So like that, here, ayagum samvatsaraha, yeah, and they become, and even the samvatsara, how samvatsara is being brought forth, ahaha ratri, then that's called ahoratri. So ahaha ratri put together will be 1 day, 24 hours. So 24 hours andre ahara ratri. So that's why in Ramayana, you observe Vishwamitra Maharshi regretting when he spent time with Menaka and made her pregnant and all that. Then he becomes, suddenly he realizes, I am to do the Jitendriya Japa. For this, Yendra made this plan and sent Menaka. I got succumbed to this attraction and all this. So he just comes out and says, Ahoratrapadeshena dasavarshani gatani me anta papa manassali badha avnige. Ayyo ratri hagalu, I spent all my time with Menaka. 10 years have passed by. I postponed my japam, my tapas for 10 years. What a great loss. And then he never curses Menaka, though she was standing at the tree or leaning when he came out of water, snanam. He never looked at her even. He just went away for the penance. That's what Valmiki describes, how he realized that Gnana came to him. So like that, Ahoratrapadeshena. So with the name of Ratri, Hagalu, the days go by. So all about day is described. The pattern and the repetition of the same things. So Aho Idamaha Yagum Ratri. And Ratri is a very powerful thing. Because Ratri gives us no number of changes, including Surya Bhagavan. If Surya Bhagavan were to be Sajyo Jataha, then he has to stay in the Garbha of Ratri Devata. Therefore, when he comes out in the morning day, Ratrir Vatsaha, Apangarbha, Divasputraha, etc. are the name. Because all gods, all people are only born. And that's why Shankaracharya and Soundarya tells that don't trust more on the gods. They only fulfill your desires, but they don't give you moksham. No god is eligible to give you moksham, but Ishvara, Shiva, and Narayana. Anyway, so Ivam Ratrihi, same thing. So I think today we have been able to cover up the work of Bhagavan, the duty of Bhagavan Surya, and see that the whole world until the deluge time. So Pralayakala Barodanaka, Surya Bhagavan Kelsa, stop agodilla. Adukoskara, Brahmadeva promises to Valmiki Maharshi that Yavat Stasyanti Grayaha, Parvataha, etc., Tavat Ramayanam Loke Pratarishyati Yanta. It gets published. So, like that, the Surya Bhagavan has no retirement at all until the Pralayam comes up. So that we don't know, so many lakhs of years. So Yagam Ratrihi. And next we have got to go to the Vyahrutis, Bhu, Bhuvaha, Suva. And again, another interesting section of Aditya in this Aruna Prashna program. So I think we stop here. Om Swasti. Sahana Bhavatu Chapandi.
Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavamahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Krishnarpanamastu. Veda Purusha Sirvadatu. Om Tat Satu.